Imagine having the power to transform your mixology and cooking in just minutes. It's possible, from rapid infusions to stunning decorations. We are about to unlock a world of culinary and mixology magic. Best of all, you can achieve these professional results at home with just one versatile tool, and you'll be able to show this episode to anyone who thinks that advanced mixology techniques are out of reach. With the right tool, you can achieve incredible results in no time. And that tool is a vacuum chamber. I have 7 tips on how to use it best, including an ultimate homemade rapid gin recipe, crafted in just 8 minutes. Let's get started.
It's cocktail time.
First things first, can we even afford this? I think that for such a versatile tool, this is really reasonably priced. The one I'm using cost around 300 euros. Yes, that's a few times more than a standard vacuum sealer, but with way more possibilities. As for the size, this is perfect for home use. But if your bar needs a bigger one, it will quickly pay for itself. Trust me. But what even is a vacuum chamber? It's a handy device that creates a low-pressure environment inside a sealed chamber by removing all of the gases. This lets us do incredible things, like rapid infusions, preserving ingredients in airtight conditions, and even accelerating certain reactions. But first, the main use of a vacuum chamber, and the things I use it for most often. Use your vacuum chamber to seal bags with liquids. With a vacuum chamber, sealing liquids is super easy and effective. It removes all the air, so don't have to worry about liquid being sucked into the seal. Something that's a real hassle with a standard vacuum sealer. No wasted liquid and a perfect seal every time. That doesn't come in handy just for when you want to sous vide your next cocktail ingredient, but also for something you know we love on cocktail time. Fermentation. Use a vacuum chamber to create the perfect space for lacto-fermentation. When you're working with juice ingredients for lacto-fermentation, like oranges or grapefruits, the vacuum chamber removes all the air, which lowers the risk of unwanted bacteria or mold spoiling your mix. By eliminating the air, you create the ideal environment for lacto-fermentation, making sure you really get, like Brad Leone would say, a controlled rot, with the best chance for the perfect result. Now it's not just fresh ingredients that benefit from vacuum sealing. Use a vacuum chamber to extend the shelf life of dry ingredients. For things like dried garnishes or cocktail powders, vacuum sealing removes all the air and slows oxidation. You can do this with a vacuum bag, or like I did here with small jars. Just slightly close the lid before putting them in the chamber. As the air gets pulled out, you'll see the lid pop down, letting you know it's properly sealed. A quick 15-second cycle is enough to keep things fresh much longer. But all of that is just the start. The vacuum chamber can also speed up flavor infusion in a way that normally takes days. Use a vacuum chamber for rapid maceration. Vacuum maceration speeds up infusion by lowering the boiling point of liquids, like you can see in this chart. That means you can macerate without the added heat that comes with cooking or even sous vide. To show you how that works, I'm making a rapid orange tincture with 100 ml of high-proof vodka and 20 grams of grated orange peel. Add both to a glass jar and run a marinade cycle. It releases and reapplies the vacuum 5 times for 20 seconds each. We'll repeat this cycle another 3 times. This process pours the alcohol into the pores of the peels, extracting intense flavor and color. For an extra boost, you can add another 3 40-second cycles. You'll see the vodka take on a deep orange hue. And just like that, you've got an intensely flavored orange tincture to spray over your next old-fashioned or Negroni, or add a little spice to a cocktail of your choosing. You could also use this technique for rapid bitters or liqueurs as well, so this is one way to add a finishing touch to your cocktails. But we can go a step further. Use a vacuum chamber to create unique cocktail garnishes. The vacuum chamber can help infuse flavors and even colors into your garnishes. We already used blue pickled onions when we made the sparkling martini, and here's how you can make them too. You'll need blue spirulina. 1 gram will be enough to turn the brine bright blue when mixed in. Pour that over the baby onions, and we'll run the marinade cycle once we have the next garnish ready as well. That is Campari pineapple. Cut a slice of pineapple, remove the skin, and add it to a bag. Then pour over the famous Italian bittersweet liqueur. Place both in the vacuum chamber and run 2 cycles of maceration. The blue color gets pushed into the onions, giving them a light blue hue for a very special Gibson garnish, while the Campari gets absorbed into the pineapple, giving it a rich color and a slightly bitter, complex flavor. Plus, you'll also have pineapple tasting Campari. Double win. But vacuum infusion isn't just for color. It's also an easy way to speed up the pickling itself. So, use a vacuum chamber for rapid pickling and skip waiting days for the flavors to develop. The easiest way is to take something like fresh red onions, cucumbers, peppers, or even celery stalk, like I have here. Slice it and place it in a jar, then cover it with leftover pickle brine. Run a single marinade cycle, wait for it to finish, and open the chamber and stir the celery in the jar. As the brine was forced into the celery, we'll top up the jar with more brine. Then close the chamber and run 2 more cycles. The vacuum will force the brine deep into the celery, infusing it with flavor in just a few minutes. Perfect for your next martini, Bloody Mary, or when you need to bring something special to a cookout. And now for the grand finale. Let's use everything we learned for the final tip. Use a vacuum chamber to make homemade gin. Making gin at home has really never been easier or faster. I tried to replicate the classic London Dry flavor of Beefeater, so I'm starting with a classic vodka, the Swedish Absolute, which will give me a good solid base for our DIY gin. You'll also need juniper berries, coriander seeds, lemon and orange peel, and 2 roots, angelica and licorice root. Add everything except vodka and citrus peels into a mortar. You'll see the amounts on screen. Then crush them thoroughly and place them in a container that fits into the vacuum chamber. Add the thinly sliced lemon and orange peels, and of course the vodka. Close the vacuum chamber and run 3 marination cycles. You can really see what vacuum does to the botanicals in the vodka as they infuse it. Once done, simply strain the infused vodka, gin, throw out the coffee filter. And don't forget to give it a taste. Make it completely unique with your favorite botanicals. Just be sure to check the safety of your ingredients before serving, as we mentioned in the Dangerous Ingredients episode. I have to say, this gin can rival the big guys on the market, and the flavors will continue to develop over the next few days.
Torej, Sašo bo zdaj poskusil domač gin, pa Beefeater gin.
And that's how you take a vacuum chamber from a simple vacuuming and storage tool to an absolute cocktail game changer. Let me know in the comments if there's something I forgot. Until next week, cheers, friends of cocktails.